The road team has won each of the first two. The Blues in a shootout here in November. The Wild in regulation just a week ago in St. Louis. Blues get a chance here with Laterra. It's kicked out by Dubnyk. Squirts it past Laterra, and it's picked up there by Parise.
You saw Tarasenko.
Laterra out front. Tarasenko stopped by Dubnyk. Into the Wild zone where Spurgeon turns it back for Minnesota. Cross-ice pass out of the reach of Bergenheim. Bergenheim keeps it alive. Haula works his way out front. His shot stopped by Elliott, and Bergenheim was tied up by Pietrangelo. Pass was deflected by Stewart. Scooped up by Schwartz into the Minnesota zone. Tarasenko a shot. Pad saved by Dubnyk. The Wild's final road trip of the year. Oshie into the Minnesota zone. Pominville couldn't get it by Backes along the wall. Now does, but Parise was unable to field it cleanly. And the Blues are right back in. Backes has it. Fire saved by Dubnyk. Every other division has at least one team with 61 points or fewer. Stewart racing into the St. Louis zone. Stewart scores!
That feels good. Stewart was a casualty of a trade last year that brought in Ryan Miller. And he wasn't happy going to the Buffalo Sabres, who were out of the playoffs. And when he has a chance to play against his old squad here, he's making them pay. And Stewart shows amazing speed on this play.
Shifty move allows him to get to neutral ice, and then Bergenheim plays it in. Haula to Brodziak, and he could not get a shot away. Brodziak fires, and a pad save by Elliott.
One way you're going to score goals is if you beat their defense to the net and get pucks there.
Fontaine holds, throws it toward the net. They score!
Well, I couldn't have said it any better because Vanek gets there before the defender. Watch as the puck gets turned over. Vanek doesn't get tracked at all. Look how he's ahead of everybody. And he actually gets a piece of it. No, it's not pretty, but getting to the net and getting there before they can get a hold of you and slow you down is what the Wild need to do, Kevin.
Dumba trying to play it out of the zone. Gotch got a piece of it. Gives to Ott. His shot right on. Easily stopped by Dubnyk. Vanek waits for his mates to get onside. Goes to Fontaine. Now Vanek has it again. He's bumped by Bortuzzo along the wall. Clearing attempt held by Brodin. Suter fires. Saved by Elliott. And he hangs on with a lot of traffic nearby. Hanlon got it to Spurgeon. Across to Vanek, who fires. And that deflects wide. Ranlund holds for Minnesota. Sidesteps one man. Ranlund drops it back for Spurgeon. Plays it across. A one-time drive by Brodin. Kicked out by Elliott. 16 saves on 19 shots for Elliott in the 3-1 Minnesota win. Tarasenko spins away from Stewart and fires on goal. Held by Parise looking, fires. It was blocked by Bortuzzo and never reached the net. Parise gives to Granlund along the wall. Granlund looking for a lane. Plays it up high to Brodin. Brodin fires. Knocked down, they score! Parise on the rebound!
Well, Kevin Gork said that they were chirping at Parise, and Parise's response generally is in this fashion. Do something out on the ice, and that shot right here and what happens in front of the net, it's exactly what the St. Louis Blues have been trying to do in front of the Wild.
And what a great spin move to get away from Bortuzzo. That puck must have been deflected on the way from Brodin based on Elliott was moving to his left with his glove, and they score again! Again, it appeared that Elliott never moved in the St. Louis goal, and the Wild has a 4-goal lead.
And there'll be a goaltending change here as Jake Allen turns around and starts grabbing his gear. Brodin setting up 2 goals. One off a goaltender that Parise scores, and I think his right here went all the way through. Uncontested. It was a rolling, fluttering puck, and did it hit someone? It looked like it caught the breezers of Gunnarsson, but really, it found its way all the way through. My goodness, it looked like a lob wedge. And when it comes to chattering, they don't take a lot of, you-know-what from any players out there. So it's interesting to hear the jawing going on. I'm sure Kevin's heard a bit of it.
That's ramping up, no doubt about it right now in the Wild. As you guys mentioned earlier, they need to stay disciplined.
Granlund fires and a glove save by Allen. Heading into the final day of conference tournaments around college hockey. Tarasenko for Schwartz. Schwartz carries in. Drops it back for Stastny, a shot. That's knocked down by Dubnyk. Leopold drives it around before he's hit by Reeves. Nifty deflection by Vanek. Sends Fontaine in across to Coyle, a shot. That's off the shaft of the stick. Trying to get it back to Yashkin. Spurgeon has it there for Minnesota. To the line. Pietrangelo holds. Quickly across, and a shot got through. Tarasenko on the rebound, scores. And the Blues break the shutout as Tarasenko sneaks one through the pads of Dubnyk. Just past the halfway point of the game, it's 4-1.
And he did have to sneak it through. I think that puck was on its edge or rolling and really tough to track as he was being checked right at the last second. Sometimes that'll throw a goaltender off because it's just not a pure, clean shot. It's a shot that's coming just as you're checking on the stick. And, yeah, you got a bouncing puck, and then they see the Granlund slash right there, and the puck found a way to turn on its side and go right between his legs. Dubnyk continues to be that momentum ender against other teams and helps his team get back in.
Another save on another shot by Tarasenko. Laterra plays it out to the line. Tarasenko works his way to the middle, sidesteps Fontaine, fires, save, rebound, they score. Schwartz on the rebound. On a play made by Tarasenko, and the Blues have cut the Wild lead to 4-2.
Oh, and you need help. I mean, Dubnyk has seen some pressure here in the last couple of shifts. So the St. Louis Blues, who are not only challenging for the top of the division, the top of the conference, but the top of the National Hockey League. And Tarasenko's having a whale of a game. He has been in on so many offensive opportunities in this one. He scored the last goal. He assists on this one.
Schwartz fires it in, and Dubnyk plays it to Brodin. Around behind for Suter, and then out to Charlie Coyle at center. Coyle to Fontaine. Works to the middle. Fontaine scores!
Well, I think another deflection off a St. Louis player has made it very difficult for the Blues goaltenders. Bouwmeester trying to get it off the bottom of the stick. Boy, that's frustrating. Goaltenders want to see clean shots. There's no question about it. Has such good numbers this year, about 54% in the face-off circle. He's one away from his career high in power play goals. He just has been very, very good.
Tarasenko in for St. Louis. Stood up by Spurgeon. Scandella had it for a moment. And now it's picked up by Brodziak, who comes to center. Wild in shorthanded. Scandella winds and fires, and Haula had a chance on the rebound.
Wanted to get them back together as soon as possible. Now the Wild have some help. They're able to do it.
Steen fires, saved by Dubnyk. It back. Now Laterra sets it up for Bortuzzo, and he couldn't get a shot away. Laterra tried to feed Tarasenko. He taps it out to Bortuzzo. Jackman's shot. Tarasenko fires. Saved by Dubnyk. Wild have been so much better when he's been in the lineup this year. Without him, they've lost 18 of 24 games. Koivu a shot. Allen deflects. It winds up on top of the goal.
And the Blues have the depth in the lineup that can fill a net very quickly.
Stewart. And a little quick tap. Kicked out by Allen. Suter at center has it taken away by Yashkin. Plays it across. Jackman's shot. Gloved and held by Dubnyk. Tarasenko for high sticking for St. Louis. And Minnesota's on the power play for the 4th time. They have yet to score a power play goal here this afternoon. Pominville hands it off to Koivu. They score! He was trying to get it to Parise, but it deflects by Allen. And the Wild have a power play goal and a 6-2 lead.
Nightmare scenario for a goaltender and a defender. Pietrangelo got his stick there trying to block the pass. Good work along the wall here. And as he tries to block the pass going across, he ends up putting it in his own net.
Fontaine and Koivu. Suter and Brodin for the Wild on the kill. Backus watched by Suter. To the point, Steen. Lines, fires, they score. Ashton's had a solid rookie season. 11th among all first-year players with his 11 goals this season. Stastny left alone, fires, and a skate save by Dubnyk.
A heck of a game all the way through for the Minnesota Wild.
The sellout crowd applauds a 6-3 win over the division-leading Blue